Hello there, webinars that convert member. How are you? Casey Zeman here, founder of Easy Webinar, and I wanted to make this particular training video for Amy Porterfield's community. She wanted me to put this together so that you could get a better idea of how Easy Webinar works for both doing live and automated webinars, especially considering that we are rolling out our new version very soon. This particular version that we are calling Easy Webinar 5, this particular version of Easy Webinar is very different than our previous version in the sense that Easy Webinar historically has been a WordPress plugin. So you would add the plugin of Easy Webinar into your WordPress site, and then it would do webinars from your WordPress site. Well, Easy Webinar 5 is our evolution into our cloud-hosted version. That means that we are going to host everything. You won't need any other page builder. We will have it all hosted on our own server. And when you come into Easy Webinar, whether you are an existing customer or future customer, you are always going to build out your webinar on our hosted version, and you will still have the ability to send it to your own WordPress site. So right now, we are here on the dashboard, okay? Every account that you get has a profile area where it will have your username, first name, last name, your subdomain. This is your Easy Webinar name, okay? So when this does go live, you'll be able to add your own unique name, whether that is your business or your name, and that becomes your main hosted URL. And then every webinar that you create from there is built off of that URL. You can also see your integrations here. You can also see, if you are a commercial user, the additional users that you've added. With our commercial license, you can add up to 5 additional sub-users. Sub-users, very cool, they actually get their own login and they can create their own webinars, which is very cool. You can also see our training, and you can also download the plugin as well to your WordPress site. And then if you wanted to know what kind of subscription you have, this is where you can look, okay? Now, once you are ready to rock out a webinar, you're going to go into Add Webinar, or you can even go into Webinar Events. And this is going to take you directly to what's known as the dashboard that has all of your webinars, essentially. Now, what's different from our previous version is also now we've decided to split up where the live webinars go and the evergreen webinars. And as you know, Easy Webinar does both live and automated webinars. We've been very well known for doing very, very advanced webinar funnels using the power of Evergreen, right? But at the same time, we've integrated a really nice live integration that allows you to really essentially just create a webinar in under 5 minutes and go live with it. And those are some of the changes that we've made. We have created a Google Hangout application that works with YouTube Live. Now, for some of you, maybe you have heard that Google Hangouts no longer is something that is actually working inside Google+. That's actually true. Google stopped allowing Google Hangouts to work inside Google+, but it still works within the YouTube Live area, and that's where we've built our integration. So how this would work is you simply would go live, okay? When you want to start a webinar, you just simply go live. You would either title your webinar now or you would do it later, okay? I'm just going to click here, going to join. Okay, now it's pulling it up. Now it will automatically grab my grab the title of my webinar if I already titled my webinar, and then I can start my event. Now, this is not actual broadcasting yet. This is the pre-broadcast phase, okay? And in this phase, we wait for the Start Broadcast button to show up. And when it does show up, we're going to click Start Broadcast when we want to finally stream into the webinar page. Now, before we go live, oftentimes what I say is, you're going to want to go live probably right before your webinar starts, right? So with Easy Webinar, you can schedule your webinar. Let me just show you how this works. So let me go in and edit my event. Okay? Now, I've made this event live. I've titled my event, okay? And I'm streaming my event out in my own time zone, Pacific Standard. I've chosen to do a one-time event, and my event is going to be into the future. Let's say it's on the 9th, and it is at 20 p.m. Okay, that's in 4 minutes from now. Okay? And that's really all I have to do for scheduling my webinar, because I'm doing this as a live webinar. I'm not doing an evergreen webinar, so I'm set to live right now. I choose which funnel I want to use. Right now we have this funnel selected. Okay, and we can see the registration page. All right, you just start building out the registration page. You can customize some of the theme if you want. You can change the text around. You can do all sorts of stuff with changing how it looks to the person that's coming to the webinar. Here's an example of what the thank you page is going to look like. You're going to put your headline, your subheadline. You can have a video on the thank you page. Okay, you can use a video URL, or you can use an embed code from, say, Vimeo or YouTube or wherever. I'm going to keep with my YouTube. You can also add a Vimeo URL here as well. Okay, I'm going to go with a larger video player, and here's my thank you page description. All right. Now, we also have what's known as the social share feature, which has been proven to create viral traffic. That means people actually coming into your webinars that you didn't actually invite personally. It brings those folks in. It does about 10 to 15% of the people that register for your webinars are viral traffic from other people sharing those links from this social sharing page. So it's a really, really cool feature where you can actually give a reward document if they are to share to their Facebook or Twitter or Google Plus pages. Okay? You also can customize this as well. And here we are now in the event page. So this is the headline, subheadline. You can choose to have your event page description on or not. This is up to you. This would essentially just show up right below the actual video player. So after you're done with your description, you can scroll down here and decide, do you want your attendees to be redirected to any particular page after the webinar is over? If you choose yes, then just put the URL right in here, and as soon as you end the broadcast, they'll be sent right to that page. Now, inside of Easy Webinar here, you can use one of the chat box options if you wanted to for this live webinar. That allows you to add Twitter, Facebook, or any third-party chat, but we have our own chat feature, our live chat feature, and we push out offers directly from the webinar itself. So you won't need to have a chat box here. You also won't need to send out offers ahead of time. You can create them ahead of time if you wanted to, but you can choose when those offers are going to go out. So for the time being, the thing you want to remember is that, now we're going to save and publish. And if we are now going into our event, which is right here, I'm going to click Start Broadcast, okay? We're going live right now into the room, okay? I have my camera turned off, as you can see, but this is where you're going to be doing everything in this particular broadcast room. You can share your screen, right from this room here, as you can see, right? So you can share your screen, and that screen can be, of course, sharing a PowerPoint presentation, a keynote presentation, a PDF, anything you want. You can also put yourself in front of the camera. Now, I have mine off, but here I'll turn mine on for a quick second so you can see right there. That's how that works, but I'm going to turn it off again. I have the same shirt on. That's interesting. Now, if we were to go in and check here, we'll see this event count down. Now it's already started. We're 1 minute in. There I am right there. I'm streaming into the page itself, right? And so it's working. It's streaming into the page, and that's how this essentially works. Now you can choose to, as I said, have our built-in chat box, whatever you want to have here, or use the chat that comes with this particular option. Okay, there's chat and offers that you can push out right from the back office here of your quote unquote Google Hangouts on air. Okay, so that's how the live aspect works. Now, when you're done with the broadcast, you're going to click Stop Broadcast, and you'll notice that as soon as we stop the broadcast, if we go now into this page, what's going to happen is it's going to redirect from here now into the into essentially the page that you had it redirect to. I believe that was easywebinar.com. So there we go. There it just redirected into the page we selected. Now, another thing that we can do now that we just finished that going live, we can now change this. So I'm going to go Publishing Options. Wait, I'm actually going to go Edit Event, and I'm going to change this from now Live to Evergreen. Because let's say now I want to stream this in my attendees' own time zone as a recurring event happening every single day, let's say a few times a day, okay? Okay, 1 p.m., let's say 9 a.m. or 9:30, and let's say 7 p.m. or, yeah, 7 p.m. There we go. Now we're streaming it out a few times a day. We can have the yesterday's replay on. We could choose to, however, have as many next day available schedules as we want. So I'm going to click 2. Number of block days, I'm going to click 1. Okay. And I'm going to click Save and Publish. And now what we've done is we've turned a live webinar into an automated webinar automatically, where it will stream the replay from this particular page or allow them to schedule ahead of time future events. And you have a lot of dynamic options for choosing these future times. So that's what it looks like. Now I want to show you another thing that's kind of unique and different. And I'm going to go in, I'm going to click Edit Event. One of the coolest things that we've added in, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff, but here in the replay, you can actually, if you wanted to, you can choose to have a replay page expire. So you notice that I show a watch a stream replay now. Well, let's say I wanted to have that expire on a specific date. Now I could choose to have no expiration. I can choose a specific date if I wanted to, or I could set it to evergreen. Now, specifically on an automated webinar, this is extremely powerful because you can choose to have this replay page expire after X amount of days after the webinar's is over. So let's say the event happened 3 days ago. I can say 3 days after the event happens, I want to expire this page. You can actually have the URL that the page goes to. And the other cool thing is that it can either be essentially a replica of the event that you already did, or you can build out a custom replay page with all different videos inside here, different headlines, subheadlines, all different cool stuff. So, and it also allows you to have different offers in here, offers with scarcity. So it gives you this ability to create kind of your own unique page if you wanted to. But for now, I'm going to click on Event Replica, and I'm going to have it as Evergreen, and I'm going to click Save and Publish. And now you can see that here is the countdown before the replay expires. Here's the video that you already did that was live. Another thing is that if you do go to the registration page and you are to register for the replay from here, it will take you to that replay page and it will show you how many days you have till the expiration, as you can see right here. So that's how the replay works. And again, you have still our webinar widget, which is an iframe code that can go on literally any page, and it's a registration box that you can use anywhere. And you can also publish these webinars to your WordPress site. So if you've added a WordPress domain, you can select the domain you want to add, you want to publish it to, and click Publish. And then it will automatically take that webinar and publish it to any domain you listed inside EasyWebinar, or download the plugin, use this activation key to add it to your WordPress site, and you're ready to rock and roll. So I hope this helps in understanding the new version of EasyWebinar, how you can go live and run automated webinars with it. And when you come on through, you really don't need any other tool in order to use it. We have, as I said, really cool stuff. We have different APIs for different CRM platforms such as Infusionsoft and Ontraport. And you can also build your email list while at the same time of using EasyWebinar simply through adding that information right into our notification area. EasyWebinar hosts all the notifications, so all you really have to do when you're going through this process is set up the event notifications here. Okay, we give you a welcome email. You can also create before event notifications, after event notifications as well. Okay, these are what would be for the replay, and these are all tied into that replay that essentially is timed now. It's really cool. More event integrations. You can do your autoresponder integrations here. These are your email providers. And there's more advanced options here. Okay, thank you so much. I hope this helps, and I'll see you soon.